What an incredible fan base you guys have here, just really passionate fans, and you've got a great program and some tremendous players on that team. Thought it was a battle, went back and forth, emotions, passion. I thought it was a battle, and I was proud of our kids. I thought they competed hard, and that's a tough one, but I thought our kids really hung in there and in a tough environment. Credit to you guys, but a tough environment, I thought played pretty well.
Robin, when you see something like that happening on the court with the scrum or scuffle, however you want to see it, just what are your initial reactions and how do you have to try to go out and calm the team down after something like that happens?
Yeah, typically that stuff happens so fast, and as a coach, you're talking to your team, you're talking to your bench, and then all of a sudden, you don't have all the details, and so. We knew there was going to be a lot of emotion in this game, and certainly never, we talk to our players all the time. There should just, at no point do you leave the bench. I don't know how far they were out on the court. I got to go back and watch film and figure out exactly what happened before I really have a strong opinion on it, because I didn't see everything and the way it all fell out.
Robin, they get up, I think, 48-41 fourth quarter, and then you guys battle back, tie the game. And did you think, okay, now we're exactly where we want to be, and we can, grit it out like we've gritted out a lot of games before?
Yeah, I thought we had a chance. I liked our game plan coming in. Obviously, we knew Harris is a player that's got the ability to knock down shots. I thought Kleine hit a couple timely shots. But Asia and Alexis, they're just a load. They're a load. They're so talented, and not only offensively do they impact the game, but defensively. And I think from a rebounding standpoint, they just attract so much attention. And I thought we had a chance. I think we went down 2. It was 39-41. Had a tough turnover where I think if we could have executed the pass, we could have tied it up. But instead, it's a turnover. You guys come back and score. And then from that point on, we just had a hard time getting back into it.
How's Danya, and what happened at the end of the game there?
She ran into a screen or an elbow, or I don't know. I got to see it on film.
How is she?
She's good. She's good.
She had ice and was getting evaluated. That's why I didn't bring her in. Sure.
Yeah.
Greg.
Coach, at the end of the second quarter, when that scuffle, fight, whatever you want to call it, broke out, what did you see, and what are your thoughts on that?
I saw a scuffle break out. I just think our players are on edge. They don't want to. They watched the film from last game, and they just don't want to, go into a game unprotected. So our first thing is just making sure everybody's okay out there on the floor, both teams. Intensity was high, and I just saw some players just trying to protect themselves on both sides of the ball, both sides of the team, both teams.
Coach, it seemed your team, it was pretty apparent they came out with an extra edge tonight. I know you try to treat every game the same, but was there something in the locker room when you talk about what happened last time? They saw the film of what happened last time. Did you want your team to come in with a little bit more edge tonight to make sure they protected their home floor against a physical Missouri team?
Anytime you lose to a team, there's a revenge factor. And I thought our team, was on high alert just to compete every play. And not to give in to fatigue, not to give in to anything, that could happen out there on the floor, and they did that.
Brandon.
Just a continuation off that, it seems like whenever you guys play Mizzou, it's very heated. What about Mizzou causes it to be heated and that type of thing?
I guess their style of play. They're a very physical basketball team, and, they clog the paint up. And sometimes it's difficult for our post players to have the room that they need to be impactful.
David.
AJ, I'm sure it was no surprise when they tried to sag in on you in the paint. Kind of made it difficult. Just how tough was it to try to get a clean shot off when they're tripling, maybe sometimes putting 4 on you?
Honestly, I think that was a lot. It had a lot to do with me. I was speeding up a lot of things. I didn't feel comfortable. I really didn't. But I think that was more on my side because they were clean looks. Honestly, they were. But it wasn't falling. It wasn't falling for me. And I think that's what really kind of set me back because I kind of got hard on myself. But my teammates just kept feeding me the ball, so they trust me with that. And I just tried to give what I could. But in that situation, I feel like it was just on me mentally, and I got to get right.